Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. So I'm excited because I'm doing a sit down video again, and they're my favorite to do, but this video's different. It's a video I've done on my channel before, but not in a long time. So I'm doing a makeup tutorial today. I'm super pumped, like super pumped. One, because I just reorganized all my makeup stuff that's like right next to me. I'm in a really weird space because this is where the best lighting is because I don't have my ring light. Actually, we're gonna chit chat while we do this whole thing. But the point of this video is, sorry, a quick Thanksgiving last minute makeup look. Now, if you're anything like me, you spend like all of Thanksgiving in the kitchen. Now, in my previous video, in my what was it? The fall tag video, I mentioned that we were going to be going out of town for Thanksgiving. We actually aren't. We're going to stay home because we have another trip planned, but I can't tell you what that trip is until like a couple more videos. So you're just going to have to stay in suspense. Let's go ahead and jump right in. Do not forget to follow me on Instagram where I am the most active. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button because I would love to have you join my crazy family, which by the way, speaking of being crazy, I'm really kind of doing this makeup look because I'm gonna go outside and take pictures because it snowed. Look at all that. I mean, ignore the fact that that's my garbage can, but yes, it snowed. Okay, so we're gonna ignore the fact that my hair is a hot mess. I promise it'll look cute by the end of this video because it's super dry and I need to do something to it before I take pictures. So speaking of dry, we're going to start with a moisturizer. I mentioned, or I used this moisturizer in my de-stress video. I'll link that one so y'all can watch it. I got this from Marshall's or TJ Maxx, one or the other. I really, really like it. It has hyaluronic acid in it. Hyaluronic acid is very, very good for hydration and anti-aging. So I'm just going to take a little bit of that and massage it into my skin because it just like crapped snow all over us here in Minnesota, and it's super windy and the air is very, very dry, and my skin's actually been changing quite a bit. So now I'm like getting dry and getting these like weird breakouts, and it's causing me to scar and stuff. So I'm going to need to invest in some vitamin C. Anyways, let's keep going because this is supposed to be a quick video. This is from NYX. I think I showed this or mentioned this in my makeup organization video, but it's just a color correcting liquid because as I showed you, I have all of this crap going on with my face. So I'm just going to put this all over. There are tons of different types of color correcting liquids depending on what your skincare concerns are, as well as your skin tone. Me being a black girl, I need to use a salmon or an orange color just because that combats the darkness of my scars. So we're gonna pop that on. I'm doing all of this like in the viewfinder, so if I'm not looking at you, that's why. I'll need a mirror whenever I start doing my eyeshadow though. And also to color correct, I'm going to use my LA Girl Pro Concealer. I'm gonna go ahead and bust out my mirror now, if I can find it. If I do it this way. So all these little spots that you see, I'm going to color correct, which is a lot of my face right now, which is very upsetting because I usually have rather clear skin. So whatever the heck my skin thinks it's doing needs to stop. I'm gonna blend all of this out, warm it up, and then I'm gonna go ham with my brush. So I'm gonna use a flat top brush. This is the same brush that I'm gonna use for my concealer, just because I like to keep some of the color corrector on the brush of the, that I'm going to use with my foundation, if that makes sense. Just because I feel like it gives me a little bit of extra color correction. Like I said, I know I look crazy right now, and I know I look like I use a lot of product, because I did, but I promise it'll all make sense. I'm gonna do my brows right quick. Brows are done. Other little disclaimer kind of thing, if you hear, not disclaimer, just a side note, if you hear someone hollering in the background, it's the TV. Jace is watching TV because I'm home with my child. So now we are going to start with our eyeshadow. I do not use an eyeshadow primer. I use concealer just because I feel like, why are you gonna spend all that money on a eyeshadow primer when concealer just does the same thing. So this is the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer, which, by the way, shout out to my new friend, Working Motherhood. She asked me to kind of do a makeup tutorial mentioning what different brushes are and how you use them. And of course, this is a flat top kabuki brush. This is from Morphe. It's an MB6. I've had this brush for a very, very long time. Flat top kabukis are really, really good for pressing in your foundation and making sure you get a full coverage finish. I'm a big advocate for using your fingers for certain things, but make sure your fingers are clean, because if they are not, you risk breaking out. So I'm just going to dab some of this on my lids and go to town. The warmth of your fingertips, of course, is going to help with spreading the product better. I am no makeup artist. I did, however, previously work for both Ulta and Sephora, so I have been exposed to the beauty industry, as well as I did used to freelance makeup just for a little while. I would do like quinceañeras, photo shoots, little things like that. But I actually just prefer doing makeup on myself. Going to use this Rude Party Animals Ruff palette. I hope y'all can see if my camera would focus. It is so stinking cute. I got this back home when I went to Texas. These are the shades that oh my god, these are just like so me. I love them so much. But these are all of my fluffy blending brushes that I have. They all are practically the same thing, but to me they work differently. So these two are the ones that are the most similar. This is a Sigma E40. This is a Sigma E40, and then this is a BH Cosmetics brush. I don't think it has a number on it, but this is one of my ride or dies. And then I have a couple other ones. This one is a little more tapered, so it kind of works differently. This is also a Morphe 330, BH Cosmetics, Wet n Wild, and I don't know what this is. I feel like this might be Japanesque, but I could be lying. So we are going to take a fluffy blending brush and go into our crease. I'm going to use my BH Cosmetics one, and I'm going to start with this shade right here. This is called Mutt. It's like a cream color, but I'm going to mix it because I'm obviously, my nude is not a cream color. So we're going to pop this into the upper portion of our crease. See, it doesn't look like it's doing a whole lot, but I promise when you start blending, it'll make a lot of sense. I'm gonna try to get through this video as quickly as I can, but I like to talk in case you didn't notice. And if you want me to just shut up and show you how to do the makeup or do a very quick voiceover, I'm down for that too. You just say, hey Tay, you talk too much, and I will stop talking. So we're just gonna blend this out. See, it doesn't do a whole heck of a lot, but it promise it makes sense whenever you start blending. Now I'm going to take the exact same brush, because this is the way I like to do things, and I am going to dip into Puppy Love. So it's like a burnt orangish kind of color, which are my favorite colors to use in the fall. It's technically not fall here in Minnesota anymore because it just crapped a whole lot of snow on us. So I'm gonna take this and like ever so slightly below that, I'm gonna blend that also. It also helps if you look down whenever you're blending or applying any kind of product, just so everything goes upward. You don't want your eye makeup to go downward, because it'll give your eye kind of like a droopy look, and you want your eye to be nice and lifted and youthful and whatnot. I am going to, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I am going to take a tapered blending brush, which is this one. This is the one that I mentioned, that is from Morphe. And I am going to go in with Bad Girl right there in exact same way, like very slightly into the crease, but not all the way, and into the corner. So it's like pushing up into the crease, but not a whole heck of a lot. And it's just in the corner, just a hair. It's just like a very, very light wash. So we want this to look very, very effortless. And we're in a hurry, so we don't want to be like, ooh girl, I got all this time in the world to do like this cut crease and stuff. You see, like it just added a little bit of a shadow, but not a lot, because we are going to pop on some glitter. So very, very slowly build up your color. The last step, you can take, where the heck? I don't know where my flat shader brush went. So in the event that you do not have a flat shader brush like myself, because, oh, here it is, just kidding. This is a flat shader brush. It's kind of chunky, not super chunky. They call it a C brush, but it's pretty much the same thing as a flat shader brush. This is a flat shader brush. You could use like underneath your, up under here, under your eye. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to dip into Snoop. I'm gonna dip into there. And depending on your skin tone, you could also use Canine, which is this one right here. It's more frosty rather than it being more golden. But because I am deeper in skin tone, I'm going to use the more golden shade. And we're just going to pack that onto the lid. Look at that. Oh, isn't it pretty? I love it. I love it. I think this palette was like $6. Maybe. It could have been a little more. I don't know. I don't remember. So we're going to pack that onto the lid. Pack, 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 pack. Dip back into Bad Girl and then just deepen the outside just a hair, like just a hair, just a hair, just a little bit, because we are not going to put on any eyeliner. Normally I would put on liner, but we ain't got all that time, girl. We ain't got the time. The pumpkin pie's in the oven. We got to make sure it don't burn. Got to make sure the mac and cheese don't stick to the bottom of the pot. We in a hurry, honey. I'm going to use the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation and concealer because I do want more of a full coverage look because I have all this crap going on with my face. I like to stipple into my face to start, and then I start to blend in circular motions. Now when it comes to finding your correct match for your foundation, you do not want to go based off of your cheek or the back of your hand. You want to kind of go based off this area right here, because typically your face is going to still be lighter than the rest of your body because you cleanse and exfoliate and all of that fun stuff. So you want to make sure you're getting an accurate match. Mine might be a little off because I've had this foundation, I feel like I've had it since the summer, and now that it's winter time, well, technically it's not winter solstice until my birthday, December 21st. It's not technically winter, but here in Minnesota it is. It has arrived. She is here. So I am already getting much lighter than my foundation. So I need to either A, find a foundation that is going to be a good winter shade for me, or B, just work with a lighter concealer and get the color that I want. So this really only takes like about 2.5 pumps for me, and that's because I have a big face. I have a really, really big face. If y'all would like, and I'm going to highlight under my eyes so I don't look tired, because I'm a mom and I be tired. So we're going to put this under our eyes. They're going to take, oh, there's snow, it's just blowing around out there. We're gonna take a beauty sponge. You don't have to use one of these. I prefer to use one right now because, like I said, my skin is dry. It is so dry and I'm not used to it. My skin hasn't been this dry since I had Jace. I was in labor for so long that my skin just dried out. Like, it dried out. It was nuts. If you guys would like for me to do like a story time for Jace's birth story, it's very interesting. It was very painful and it was very long. Let's just say Jace's due date was the 11th and he was not born until the 13th. So if y'all would like to know how that happened, let me know, because I love telling that story. This little guy is from Real Techniques. It is my Ride or Die brush, and we are going to use it to set our under eyes. If I could find my contour and highlight palette. I have two Anastasia Beverly Hills contour palettes. They have both been very well loved. I have the medium to tan one, which is this guy right here. And then I have the original, which you can see I've hit pan on the banana one. I'm going to use a combination of this one and the other one to set up underneath my eyes. Super, super quick. And then I'm going to take this little guy here in the middle to set as well. Just so I'm not looking like too bright. I'm not trying to look like no fallen star, you know. Trying to be up in the sky and stay a star. We're going to take this right on the chin. Just like that. Milani is in the shade 06 Golden. It is a baked bronzer. Now it does have it does have some glitter flecks in it, which I don't technically mind. I mean, like I said, if you give me time, I'll get all the cream contour out and all that fun stuff, but that's not what we're going for today. So I'm going to take some and I'm just going to circular motion right up in here. I'm so sorry if you can hear everything in the background. Jace is playing a game. Mr. Jace! My camera stopped recording. This is another one of my Ride or Die blushes, or products in general. So this gives us a nice little flush, some shine. I'd rather be shiny, shiny. And I'm going to take that K9 color, which is this one up here, and I'm going to highlight my brow just a hair. And I like to do that with a fluffy brush. Most people wouldn't do that, but that's what I like to do. So this one is from Wet n Wild, super cheap. You can find these at Dollar Tree. I really like them. So we're just going to give our brow a nice little highlight. Just like that. Ooh, hey girl. Who is she? That exact same shade and this little pointy kind of precision brush that is from BH Cosmetics. And we are going to pop that into the inner corner. Just a little bit. Just like that. Hey girl, where have you been hiding? Where have you been hiding, ma'am? So, I'll be back. I need to hunt for my mascara because I don't see it anywhere. Please hold. And I'm going to just pop on falsies with just the glue that comes with the package, just for the sake of this video, because I can't believe I left all of my lash stuff in my makeup bag. I don't even know why it's in there. I'm so upset. A very thin line. These are our Ardell Demi Wispies. We're gonna pop these on real quick. Okay, so we are here. I went ahead and I popped some selfies on off camera because I actually cannot find any of my mascara. It's in my car because I don't have my head screwed on straight. So I popped on some falsies very, very roughly. You do not have to use falsies. You can just pop on a whole heck of a lot of mascara. Now we are going to go to our bottom lash line and just apply very, very, very little mascara. Can't find my mascara, girl. We're gonna apply a very, very small amount of Bad Girl right there to our lower lash line. And I do not have very big bottom lashes, so I don't always use mascara on the bottom. So we're gonna start with Bad Girl. And this is just a teeny tiny brush. You could use a flat shader brush, like I said. Does it make a huge difference? It just adds a little bit of color under there. A flat shader brush, and I'm going to go into Spot. It's like a deep brown color. Just like that. Just like that. This is the Makeup Forever Pro Sculpting Duo. I love this highlighter. I'm pretty sure they sell these highlighters separately now. This is, it doesn't even give me the shade. Makeup Forever is really, really weird about putting the shades on their packaging. Like they're always like these really outrageous numbers and stuff. So this is a very, very gold highlighter. You can kind of see there. Very, very gold. I'm gonna pop this onto my cheeks. You can use any highlighter you want, or you don't have to use highlighter. But that's just how I do. Pop this onto my cheeks and pop this onto my nose. A little bit on my cupid's bow. Just a hair. It's not like anything crazy, but it's just a little bit, just a little bit. This is the NYX High Voltage Lipstick in Dirty Talk. Ooh. So this is a brown color, a brown tone. I love brown lipsticks in the fall and in the winter. So we're gonna pop that on. Oh, yes, girl. Yes. By the time this video goes up, it will be the day before Thanksgiving. So this is the completed look. Let me go fix my hair right quick. This is the completed look, my friends. This is my version of a quick Thanksgiving makeup look. This video will be going up the day before Thanksgiving to give you a little bit of inspiration before you either have to A, host your guests, or B, be a guest in someone else's home. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram like I mentioned. I would love to have all of you join my crazy family. Thank you guys so much for the continued love and support. Don't forget to turn on that bell notification so you know every time I upload a video, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye!